The next big star at Liverpool may have just been handed a major new opportunity, and it's not what anyone expected. Let's break this down. There is so much to discuss in today's video, so be sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. Rio Ngumoha exploded onto the scene last season as one of the most exciting young talents at Anfield, dazzling fans from the left wing with his fearless dribbling and direct running. But now, in a surprising twist under Andoni Iraola, Liverpool are reportedly considering a completely new role for the teenager. According to reports, the idea of using Ngumoha on the right wing has been floated internally following Mohamed Salah's departure. And suddenly, what looked like a straightforward development path has become one of the biggest talking points of Liverpool's pre-season. Why does this matter? Because Liverpool still haven't signed a direct replacement for Salah. New arrival Victor Munoz naturally prefers the left side, while Ngumoha has already shown he can thrive on the right. In fact, he made his England debut in that position and walked away with the Man of the Match award after a standout performance against New Zealand. The teenager himself admits it isn't his natural role, but he's comfortable there and eager to learn. He even revealed that Reece James helped guide him through the game, encouraging him to attack his defender whenever the opportunity arose. That's exactly the kind of mentality Iraola loves. With pre-season about to begin, Ngumoha will be among the first players back at the AXA training centre, and Liverpool's tour of the United States could become the perfect stage for him to prove he deserves a bigger role. Yes, Iraola has other options on the right, but don't be surprised if number 73 becomes the player everyone is talking about. And here's the really fascinating part. Liverpool are still expected to sign another winger, but reports in France claim PSG want a British record fee for Bradley Barcola, a staggering £127.8 million. So the question suddenly becomes, do Liverpool spend a fortune on another winger, or could Rio Ngumoha's emergence change their plans? One thing is certain, a major twist is unfolding at Anfield, and Rio Numoar may be much closer to a first-team breakthrough than anyone imagined. As Liverpool's pre-season gets underway, all eyes will be on Rio Ngumoha to see whether this positional experiment becomes something much bigger. A successful switch to the right wing could open the door to regular first-team opportunities and give Andoni Iraola an exciting in-house solution following Mohamed Salah's departure. Whether Liverpool still splash out on a marquee signing like Bradley Barcola, or place greater faith in one of their brightest academy stars remains to be seen. But one thing is clear, Ngumoha has put himself firmly in the conversation, and the weeks ahead could be the most important of his young career. In other news, could Liverpool really be preparing for life without Virgil van Dijk? It's a headline that will immediately grab supporters' attention, but the reality behind the latest reports paints a far more interesting picture. With just 1 year remaining on his current contract, speculation over Van Dijk's long-term future is beginning to gather pace. While there is absolutely no indication that the Liverpool captain is set to leave Anfield this summer, clubs across Europe are already positioning themselves for a potential move in 2027 when he could become available on a free transfer. According to Italian outlet La Gazzetta dello Sport, AC Milan are one of the clubs already keeping a close eye on the Dutch defender. The Rossoneri are planning a major rebuild of their defence, and although they know Van Dijk isn't available right now, the report claims they intend to make a serious push once his Liverpool contract expires next summer. Milan have already shown they're investing heavily at the back after agreeing a £30 million deal for Lazio defender Mario Hila. while they're also tracking highly rated Real Madrid youngster Victor Valdepenas. But despite those additions, the Italian giants reportedly see Van Dijk as the experienced leader capable of transforming their defensive unit. There's another reason the move is being discussed too. Milan are expected to part ways with former Chelsea defender Fikayo Tomori, who is reportedly available for around £17 million after falling out of favour under new head coach Ruben Amorim. His departure would leave room for another elite centre-back, and Van Dijk's name has naturally entered the conversation. However, there are plenty of reasons why a move to the San Siro might not be as straightforward as it first appears. Amorim's preferred system revolves around a back three, and while Van Dijk would undoubtedly excel as the central figure in that defence, there's every chance he'd be required to operate as one of the wider centre-backs. By the time next summer arrives, he'll be 36 years old, and asking him to cover wide areas regularly may not be the perfect fit, even for a player of his quality and intelligence. More importantly, Liverpool have made their stance crystal clear. Recent reports suggesting the Reds would consider selling their captain this summer were quickly shut down by reliable journalist James Pearce. He dismissed the speculation entirely, insisting Van Dijk is going nowhere. Pearce explained that the Liverpool skipper is currently enjoying his summer break before returning for pre-season, with new head coach Andoni Iraola fully expecting him to play a leading role throughout the 2026/27 campaign. Any suggestion that Liverpool would entertain offers for their talismanic defender was described as completely wide of the mark. That will come as a huge relief to Liverpool supporters. Even as Van Dijk enters the latter stages of his career, he remains one of the club's most influential figures. His leadership, composure, and experience are qualities that simply can't be replaced overnight, particularly as Liverpool continue adapting under Iraola. The ideal outcome for everyone connected with the club would surely be for Van Dijk to remain at Anfield for the remainder of his career, with his minutes carefully managed while continuing to lead both on and off the pitch. But football has shown time and time again that circumstances can change quickly. Several experienced Liverpool players have chosen new challenges in recent years, often driven by the desire for guaranteed game time rather than fading ability. If Van Dijk reaches next summer without agreeing fresh terms, he'll become one of the most sought-after free agents in world football. And that's where Milan could become a genuine contender. But that is all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel for daily Liverpool content. We post all the latest Liverpool news every day, so join our fast-growing community so you never miss out. Thank you. I'll see you in the next video.